Today we're going to talk about weak acids, strong acids, weak bases, and strong bases. As a review, the definition that so far we have for a base is some ionic hydroxide, an ionic compound that has hydroxide ions, that completely dissociates in water. Dissociates means this ionic compound splits into two separate ions, a sodium positive ion and a hydroxide negative ion. Negative and positive. Must be charged. The electron has been transferred away from sodium to the hydroxide. An acid is something that dissociates to produce hydrogen ions. Really, this hydrogen ion is going to combine with a molecule of water and makes H3O plus the hydronium ion. But a strong acid is one where all molecules will ionize to form H plus hydrogen ions, and those hydrogen ions will go on to connect with a water molecule to make hydronium H3O plus. Okay? When I say a strong acid, I do not mean a concentrated acid. There's two separate different pairs of words that we're going to use to describe acids and bases. When we say strong or when we say weak, we are speaking about the ability to ionize, to break apart, to produce hydrogen ions in solution. When we say it's strong, it means that all of the molecules ionize. When we say that it's weak, very few of the molecules split into H+. I'll show you some pictures. For now, strong bases ionize completely. Strong acids ionize completely. Strong acids are more reactive than weak acids because there's more H pluses in solution to react. In general, we talk about 6 main strong acids. We talk about hydrochloric acid. We talk about nitric acid. We talk about sulfuric acid. We talk about hydrobromic acid. We talk about hydroiodic acid and perchloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, hydrobromic acid, hydroiodic acid, perchloric acid. These are our 6 strong acids that you need to know. Are there other ones? There are a few, but these are the ones that I want you to remember. They are strong because every time I put any of these into water, every single molecule splits into H plus and whatever the anion is. In this case, the anion would be the iodide anion, I negative. Here it would be SO4 2 negative. It splits into ions, like we did when we did net ionic equations. A weak acid is a little different. In a weak acid, only a small portion of molecules ionize. Maybe 1 out of 100 will ionize, maybe 1 out of 10, something like that. Since less ions form, weak acids are known as weak electrolytes. Again, electrolytes are substances that split into anions and cations in solution. They're called electrolytes because they carry electricity. So, strong, splits completely. Weak, only some split. Maybe 1 out of 100. Let's say only 1 in 10 or 1 in 100. Depends on the thing, whatever. Only a few actually split. The other words that we usually associate with acids and bases are concentrated and dilute. Concentrated acid is one where there's a high ratio of acid molecules to water molecules. A dilute is one where there's a low ratio of acid molecules to water molecules. So let's take a look at these pictures and see if we can identify what's a strong acid, what's a strong concentrated acid, a strong dilute acid, a weak concentrated acid, and a weak dilute acid.